Daisy, the diesel rail car, works on Thomas's branch line. She helps carry passengers up and down the line. She refuses to pull trucks, though, and does exactly what she pleases. One day, Sir Topham Hatt was giving Toby a much-needed rest. However, this meant more work for the other branch line engines. Later that day, Thomas and Daisy were at Elsbert Station. Thomas had a line of trucks coupled up behind Annie and Clarabelle. My, Thomas, don't try to do everything at once now. The Fat Controller relies on me to run my branch line, and with Toby having a rest, we need to work harder than ever before. Don't you think you could take some trucks as well? Oh no, Thomas, pulling is bad for my springs. Fitter's orders. He said, Daisy, never ever pull. Thomas was cross. Stuff and nonsense. I can't believe the Fat Controller kept you around in the first place, he said, as he left the station. Daisy felt hurt, but was glad to only be pulling passengers. She was flagged down at Wellsworth Station. A tanker and brake van broke away from Percy's train. You'll have to take them to the docks. Daisy was fuming as she left the station. Down the line, they found of all things a milk tanker attached to a brake van. Daisy refused to switch lines and couple up to the trucks. Come on, Daisy. What will the Fat Controller say if the trucks aren't brought to the docks? Daisy thought hard, and then she remembered what Thomas had said earlier. She set her feelings aside and backed up to the trucks. She reluctantly left for the docks. My fitter won't be happy, she said. Nonsense. Come on, the docks is just down the line, said the driver. Daisy soon arrived at the docks to find Percy waiting there. So this means you've been able to pull trucks this entire time? Said Percy cheekily. Oh, my springs feel quite worn out, said Daisy, hoping Percy would believe her. Some things never change, sighed Percy, as he left to pull his next train. A fine piece of work indeed. Well done, Daisy, said a voice. It was the Fat Controller. Oh, thank you, sir. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to make my last stop and have a rest in the sheds. My springs are feeling quite worn out. She scurried out of the docks before Sir Topham Hatt could even say a word. Daisy made her last stop at Elsbridge and hurried back to the sheds. No trucks, no one ordering me about, just how I like it, she said to herself as she closed her eyes to have a rest. I wonder if Daisy will ever change her mind about pulling trucks and give the engines a rest, but I guess some things never change.